Hey Metal Maniacs, this is Var Daronomel, and you're tuning into Dave Softees Metal Meltdown on Metal Messiah Radio. Crank it up!
Alrighty, Metal Maniacs, here we go. Please help me welcome to Metal Messiah Radio by way of Russia from outstanding Black Death metal band Dargonomel. Joining us, we have vocalist and bassist Var. The band also has Shocks on lead guitar and Lux on drums. Welcome to the Metal Meltdown, Var. Thanks for taking the time to be here. How are you doing today?
Fine. Thanks for the invitation.
It's great to have you here. And I see that Dargonomel formed in 2011 and has a brand new release, the band's third, Astazebian, out on more...
Astazebian.
The band's third offering, Astazebian, out there on More Hate Productions. Congratulations, this is awesome. Can you tell us more about More Hate Productions and what led you to be with them?
More Hate Productions is the oldest Russian underground metal label. They work only with the most extreme metal bands from around the world.
and we're honored to release our album on this label. By the way, our first album, Vakalama, Vakulama, was released on Moorhead Productions too. They are really profi in their field.
Very cool. And prior to being known as Dargonomel, I noticed that from 2006 to 2010, the band was known as Subterra de Mort, and then in 2011 was known as Sakath. Since changing the band's name to Dargonomel, how has it been for the band? All's good?
Thanks. All's good now. Back then, the first hard time for the band were some problems with membership. I had to move to another city to keep a project alive, and I had to take a bus because I couldn't find suitable musicians. It was my idea to change the band's name. Why not? To start all from the beginning. In the time, I was passionate about study of ancient cults, and this reflected on my creativity.
Very interesting. Let's learn more about your brand new release, the Astazebian release. Did you write all the tracks, or was this a group venture?
The album was created within 2 years. It includes 10 tracks, and the special one is Karen Belfeger's song Lucifer Ancestors. The title of album Astazebian was taken from the Vermis Mysterious manuscript. It means the eternal dusk. I create music myself, and then each of us records their own part.
It's pretty impressive. And could you tell us where this was recorded and produced?
It was recorded on a record studio in our hometown Kirov. Mixing and mastering of album were made on a record studio in Cherkasy, Ukraine.
Oh, wow. And I gotta say, all your artwork is really cool, and this particular CD art really is outstanding. I'd like to know who designed this and who designed your band's logo. That's also very impressive.
Thanks. It's made by me. I'm an artist by professional, so I'm painting sometimes. Logo made by me too.
Seriously? Wow, that's outstanding. Wow, you have so many talents. So you're an artist and a musician, and wow, good stuff, man. That's really good. Really good. That's outstanding. Okay, Var, can you tell us about the concept of this Astazebian album?
Concept of the album was born after the title song was written. I decided then to combine the previously invented riffs and melodies into one wall. And when I began to edit the text, I realized that this is what we need. Nobody has written about this yet. This is the earliest Necronomicon. Kirov was drawn based on its motifs. It becomes clear what this album is about since first glance at this picture: burning sacrificial blood, occult practices, obsession and scope, total flesh. This is the essence of merciless darkness. As you know, the album includes songs Other and Azael and Bloodthirsty Ereshki Gal, and only this couple didn't fit in a bit to general concept because of the text were taken from the other sources, from Kabbalah and Sumerian mythology, but we tried to fit it into the overall picture with the help of music. We think we got it.
Very, very interesting. You put a lot of time and process and thought into this offering, and I appreciate you taking the time to explain to us the concept. And what bands have inspired you, Var?
I can't list all of them, of course, but I will not, such as Marduk, Nile Belfeger, Militish, Revelation 16H, and other. The album turned out multifaceted because we are inspired by the Scandinavian black metal and old school thrash death metal. We don't want to stuck into one genre. It's boring. Astazebian is a product of selection of death and black metal, atmosphere and brutality, technical elements and riffs that pierce into your brain and stay there.
That's a fact. Yeah, good stuff. Really good stuff. And Var, let's talk about your videos. The first video, Bloodthirsty Ereshkigal. This is the band's first video for the Astazebian album. Can we learn more about this? Who produced and edited this?
This video about Sumerian goddess of death was filmed on mythology motifs, and this is our first independent working video creating. We worked hard on creating confusing attributes. The main shooting day was in autumn already. It was pretty cold. Actresses frozen tried to warm each other. Video editing was done by our manager.
Wow, you're a lucky son of a gun. You got to warm up the models. These guys are going to be jealous. That's awesome. And your manager, that would be Satan Horns Promotions?
Yes.
Very good. Okay, thank you for that information. And we want to know as much as we can about other videos. So, are there plans for any future videos for the Astazebian release?
Yes. We are not going to stop there. In press release to the album, we promised to make 3 videos. There will be one more for song Asa and Azael, with about first fallen angels, but it is in processing now. And now about the video Astazebian, which was published on Halloween. In it, we decided to combine the lyrics with the plot. An interesting fact, the shooting was started 2 years before the recording of the song itself, but the text was already written and the music was ready too. There was an idea to start shooting earlier when I went to the mountains because these places were very suitable for the plot. Everything was like the text of the song. On the edge of the swamps, on the tops of the rocks.
Very nice.
In general, this is a love story about a man Malthona who commits human sacrifice and sends curses to the cities. The first time to talk about him in the album Vakalama. Yes.
That is very interesting. I had no idea about that. You put a lot of time and thought into this album. Very interesting. And I'm interested to know if Dargonomel is a live performing act, and it would be insane to see you perform this music live. Have you been performing, or do you have any shows coming up, Var?
Here in Russia, it's a very difficult situation with live performances for satanic black death metal bands. In recent years, many concerts were cancelled due to religious fanatics. Even gigs of Cannibal Corpse and Behemoth in Belfegor, so local organizers are not working with ideological metal now.
That sucks.
Sad.
That's a very sad situation. I'm very sorry to hear about that. I would hope in this day and age things would be a lot better, but I'm sorry about that, and I hope that things turn around for you, that you can get out there and perform these tunes. And Var, let's talk about the official Dargonomel website. I know we have facebook.com/Dargonomel. Is this the band's official website, or is there an external website we should know about? And I'd like to know where is the best place for the fans to get the CD and any other merch. And if you could tell us about what other merch you may have available for them, we would really appreciate that.
Yes, our Facebook page is only one, our official website now. There you can order or buy all our merch, CD and sheets.
Okay, cool. Thanks for making us clear on that. And bro, what do you do when you're not doing the band?
Whatever I do, my music, like my demons, is always with me.
Very nice. Very, very nice. And at this time, Var, is there anything that you would like to say to your fans out there tuning in from around the world? Is there anything that you personally would like to say to them?
First, I want to thank you for your support. I'm glad that I was heard on the other side of planet. We will wait for your comments and reviews. Join us on Facebook and YouTube channel, Dargonomel Official. Stay evil.
All right. Var, I want to thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for the great interview. I know this was not easy for you, and I really appreciate the time that you took to get this done with me. And until the next time we have this opportunity, I want to wish you and everyone in Dargonomel Circle the best of the new year, and keep doing what you do. And
Thank you, Dave. You're wonderful.
uh, we are part of the underground, and with the underground, we all have to work together to get this support out there. So I really appreciate you taking the time to do this. Like I said, I know this is not your native tongue, the English, and I really appreciate you taking the time and the effort to get this done right. I know it's very important to you, and that makes it very important to me, and you'll always have my support. You'll always have the support of the Metal Meltdown on Metal Messiah Radio. And, I appreciate everything that you've done. Just make sure you keep in touch with me when you have news, as far as if you ever do get onto any shows, if you have new merch, if you have a new video, anything that you want the word to get out there, make sure you either tag me or send me a message, and I'll be more than happy to help spread the word of Dargonomel. I really appreciate everything you've done to get this done. Thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah,
you very much, Dave.